Shout out, this is Lawrence D. This is when spirituality and the game combined. You have the thinking class. We are live today. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody. As we continue the conversation through the masculine planet, when the lion and the lamb are one. If you missed Monday, you missed a whole lot where we talked about this. I can't even go back and even give you a recap completely about what was said on Monday. You got to go check it out. Don't forget, we do have a webinar, and tomorrow, it's on Friday, but we have a webinar. Let me find we have an webinar on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss this webinar right here. Let me take this off so you can see it. The webinar is going to be on Friday night. Tomorrow is the deadline to get your seat. Tomorrow is the deadline. You need to get the link. You need the link. Let me know. I'll send you the link. You need to get the link to the webinar. It is $25 a person. $25, which it's not even justice what's going to be there on what you need to do. But tomorrow's the last day to get the link by 12:55 tomorrow night. If you do not get it, the price goes up. I'm just have to say the price goes up tomorrow night by 12:55 p.m. If you do not have your ticket to get into the webinar with me and Warren B, I don't know what to tell you, but you definitely want to continue to be a part of it. It will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. and Friday on 8 p.m. But tomorrow night, Thursday, by 12:55. If you do not have your ticket, it's going up to at least 35. So I just want to let you know so everybody's on the same page. Well, let's go back. Let me so we'll be talking on man frame. So let's go back to what we're going here. If you haven't got your shirts, let me see. Do I got this shirt here? Shirt. No, I don't have the shirt up here yet. Yeah, so here we go here. You have your shirt, you want to definitely get that. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Shout out to everybody that's listening and watching in the space. This is Lawrence D. So today we're talking about fear of a masculine planet, when the lion and the lamb are one. So we're going to break this down because it's definitely metaphorically what we're talking about, the lion and the lamb. And there's so many things can be said about it, but I want to definitely get to it right now. So when we're talking about the fear of a masculine planet, we're not talking about in the sense that let me get this very clear out there. This is no way talking about abusing, misusing, or treating women bad. I'm not playing the fence. I'm cutting right down the middle. So don't think I'm talking about, well, these women gotta go. We're gonna do this. No, when we're talking about the fear of a masculine planet, we're talking about the fear of men being in their proper place. I just want to make sure. What's going on, Wade? Good to see you, brother. We're talking about men being in their. Here is an undercurrent fear of men being in their proper place. Men being in their place where they are in their prestige, they're in their masculine energy, in their mind, their soul, and their spirit. And what we have going on is a lot of men who have been taught or conditioned never to embrace their masculine energy or masculine energy at all. Or if they do, they go so far to the left that they forget that there's a lamb inside of them. And so when we metaphorically talk about this, the lamb is the peace. And when we talk about the lamb, when we talk about the lion, we're talking about dominion, to take over, to protect a certain area. And the first planet, if we were to go there, the first planet that the man must take over is his own planet. The first planet that the man must take over is his own planet, his own self. He must have dominion over himself, and he must have what? Peace within himself. And we have a lot of men who are not at peace within themselves because they never what? They never ever what? Became one with themselves. So when I'm talking about the lamb and the lion becoming as one, we're talking about the men having dominion, taking over. And we're talking about the lamb, the place of peace, tranquility. And as I said on Monday, a lot of men have been starving the lion that's inside of them. They've been starving the lion inside of them because no one told them, no one is giving them the right food so that it can generate the right appetite so that the lion inside of them could go conquer. They've been given preservatives, GMO. They've been given everything else so that the lion inside of them never goes out and conquers what first themselves and conquers everything around them. And so the lamb lays there in peace, unprotected. You got to understand the lion and the lamb need each other in order for the man to function. We'll go a little bit further, and this is all precursor to what's going to happen Friday, talking about the man frame. But the lion in the man and the lamb in the man need each other. If you starve the lion that's inside of the man, what's going on, Joe Blast? If you starve the lion that's inside of the man, the lamb would never be at peace because he's never protected. Catch what I'm saying? If you starve the lion that's inside of the man, the lamb would never be at peace. That's why you see men who are not at peace because they never fed the lion inside of them what? So that they can, the lion is designed to protect the peace of the man. So a lot of men are not at peace because they have starved the lion that's inside of them. And then we have the adverse thing is we have so many men who have fed their peace that the lion inside of them has what? Grown lazy. That he doesn't conquer anything. That he's not challenged in any kind of way. He had fed the lion, he had fed the lamb inside of him so much that he's fat, that he's ready to be cooked up in some nice herbs and some rosemary because he had fed the peace inside of him so much that the lion inside of him has grown lazy. And so if we were to translate that outwardly, no matter what you want to say, how much game you think that's out there, let me get some clarity too on this whole thing of game. Let me define it again on this channel from the horse's mouth. Game is just strategy. I don't know what all this craziness people got with this manipulation and all that. No, game is just strategy. Getting from point A to point B, that is simply game. Life is game. All this back and forth that I seen yesterday was ridiculous. I'm not going to even go there with that. But game is just strategy, going from one place to the next, A to B. It's understanding human nature, female and masculine nature. That's simply game. But let me skip back to what I'm saying. So the fear of a masculine planet is when you have a fear of a masculine planet, you starve the lion and you cause the lamb to never be at peace. When there's a fear of a masculine planet, you starve the lion and then you cause the lamb to never be at peace. The lamb is constantly wandering around looking for a place to lay and eat, but he can never find peace. There are a lot of men who are in a place where they can never find peace. Do you understand why? The reason why I don't want you to get peace is because if you get peace, you might stir up the lion inside of you. If you get peace, you might just conquer and do something. So many men are robbed of their peace. They got drama, baby mama drama, and I don't even like using that term. They got work drama. You got home problems. They got all this drama around them, and they never be at the place of peace. If I was to do a survey right now, we'll see that a lot of men are not at peace. They're wandering around looking for what? Green pastures so that they can what? Be at peace. Their minds are not at peace. Fact, game is just strategy for life. And those pills represents a form of manipulation, correct? Though their minds are not at peace. You think by getting a piece of a woman that you're going to find peace. You think by getting all the money in the world that will give you peace. You think by having this style and that style that was going to get you peace. Too many people are not at peace. And so they're wandering around without directions, without clarity on where they need to go because they are not at peace within. The lamb inside of them is not at peace. How many men that we know are not at peace? This is the reason why they can never conquer or build great things, because they're never at peace. They are constantly in the state of wondering, or constantly in the state of or being a nomad, because they're never at peace with themselves. And sure enough, they're not at peace with anyone else. Yo, this can apply to women too. Getting her peace won't give you peace. Getting her peace won't give you peace. Getting her peace won't give you peace. What's going on, Yahoo? Getting her peace will not give you peace. Y'all need to get this. You can have every woman in the world. You still won't get the peace that you're looking for until you create a place inside of you where the lamb can lay down and rest. Some of you have never rested your mind, your soul, or your spirit, and the lamb inside of you has not been in peace. So the agenda of a fear of a masculine planet is for the lamb to never be at peace, and for the what? For the lion to be starved out and never have direction. This is the goal, the fear of a masculine planet. This is the fear of the masculine planet. You know why? If I can keep the man from being the lion that he needs to be, and then I can get him to always be not at peace or at war with somebody or always at somebody, he will never accomplish anything. And then we would have given real game if I was to really throw some real game. The woman, since everybody want to talk about game, the woman is looking for both inside of you. She's looking for the security of the lamb of the peace, but she needs the security of the lion to know that you will tear something up for yourself and for her, and that you will protect her. That's why the lion and the lamb must become one, or they must lay down. They must be at peace with one another. I don't, no matter, you can say this multiple ways. The woman looks for what woman wants to be with a man that causes more drama than her? And we got a lot of those modern men on these social media streets. Cause more, I didn't see more drama yesterday than I was like, what in the, how you acting? How you supposed to be a grown man and you got more drama than most women? We need to check you, make sure you all right, brother. We need to check your temperature. When you got more drama, you acting like a child because your mind, and you, most of all, you are not mature to understand that the peace is your secret weapon. Because while they see your peace, they don't recognize the lion who's right behind the lamb, looking and breathing and waiting for the opportunity for you to get out of line. But yeah, with the stuff I seen yesterday, come on. Come on. Grown men. How dare you? Cannot have a conversation. Can't have a conversation and disagree agreeably, and then we lower ourselves to make pot shots at each other. That's not what women, most of all, that's not what the society is looking for. It's something when a man enters into the room where he allows the lamb to show up, where he's in peace, but still there is still the lion there who's wild and dangerous and who will mess things, who will tear the room up. We as men must reconcile the lamb inside of us, the part of peace. We must reconcile the lion inside of us. And I'm looking at the modern day man and the modern day woman. When I look at it, those traits of the lion and the lamb, especially in the modern day man, has been depleted. We have starved our peace. Dude, man, let me be very clear. One thing I promise you I enjoy about my place, that is quiet and it's peaceful. I don't know how y'all live your life. I don't deal with a bunch of drama. Don't be fussing and arguing. I don't want to hear it. Okay, you don't like this. Okay, one thing I value in this juncture in my life is peace. I don't care about the drama on social media. I don't care who likes me, who don't. I don't care if you agree with me or don't. I value my peace. I make sure I protect the lamb that's inside of me, the peace inside of me. Why I value it? Because I know if I'm in peace, I'm able to hear directions on where I need to move next. So I value my peace. Don't get me wrong. The stresses of life come to my way. Things happen. People do things. Everything ain't always, I tell you what to say back in the day, everything ain't copacetic all the time. But one thing I'm gonna value, LDA is gonna value, is my peace. You can be acting crazy, and I'm gonna look at you like I'm a flatline and go, peace. So much so, even when I got up this morning, rolled up out the bed, fresh, got myself together, brushed my teeth, got together, went to walk to the gym. I valued my peace. I lift weights in peace. Walk back in peace. No drama. Let me say something even about my since everybody gonna want me to, I'm gonna say something about it. Even with the situation with the amigos. Uh-oh. My camera turned. Let me turn it around. Even with the situation with the Migos, I'm not going into details what I know and what I don't know. I wasn't there. I can say a whole bunch of stuff about it. I can make speculations. I can assume this. But one thing I'm going to say that's very important, and I want you to pay attention about the Migos, about Takeoff, and about Quavo, and about Offset. I want you to pay it. Offset was not there. But one thing I want you to understand, whether you agree with me or not, I don't know these brothers. The song they have, Bad and Bougie, everybody was rocking it, so I had to hear it. So rest in peace to Takeoff. But one thing I will say from my observation, especially the Fear of a Masculine Planet, brothers, you need to always check your environment and who's around you. Offset was in the cut, chilling. But one thing you have to do is look at who's in your environment and who's around you. Do they have the potentiality to go off the deep end and do things that they should not do? Family, cousins, friends, I don't care. What do you need to always think about your environment? What is your environment stating? What is your environment saying to you? Do I need to be here or do I need to bounce? He was in the cut and still was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and life snatched away from him. Now look at Offset. He's old enough to be my son. Hey, what's going on, these nuts? Good to see you, brother. Liquor, gambling, ninjas. It's a bad concoction of bad news, right? You need to look at what your as a lion and as a lamb. Yo, is this environment gonna bring me some peace? Is something gonna jump off? And do I need to jump? Did the lion need to jump up inside of me? I need to bounce. We can't bring this brother back. He's gone. I wish I'd never seen the pictures of him laying on the concrete. I wish I'd never seen that. But we need to make a real observation as men. You need to check your environment. You can't, when you get to a certain place, you can't hang with everybody. I told my dude who's a famous musician in the city and out the city, you need to have a hello from afar. Hello, what's up, bro? Keep it pushing. Some people you don't need to hang out with. Once you get to a certain place, you need to be like, no. I ain't gonna be able to hang with you, bro. You my dog, whatever. I'll give you grip. We'll tighten up. Hey, what's going on? But at that place, woo, you need to go. I know you, brother. I know you are. I'm so upset about this one. Teko was my dude, the most humble and the best flow out of the group. Cool brother, man. Yeah, he was. But if we don't take the lessons from this, it goes back to the title I'm talking about, The Fear of a Black Planet, the Lamb and the Lion. The lion is always looking to protect its the lamb, its peace. The lion is always looking around and say, no, we need to go. Know your worth. It's okay to say I'm out. Everybody's not worth it to be around. I'm telling you, this is the thing. And we all get caught up in it. You get hanging around people that you hung cool with, but you know the lifestyle that these people are with. You gotta bounce. Preach that. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, Lawrence. We definitely got to watch who we are around and look in the mirror and to check if we are the one of those that our others need to stay away from too. Sometimes we can be the problem. Man, I wish I could say more about that latter part of your sentence. Sometimes we can be the problem. Yes, we can be the problem. Self-awareness will always provide inner peace. Gina, right on the money, Gina. Look, I didn't mean to put the crying thing in there. But facts. The lamb inside of you has to be protected. This is the other thing. And I'm gonna say this because this is the fear of the masculine planet. Let me say this. And these nuts sort of hit on it. You got to know your value. The lion understands his value to his what? Pride. The lion understands his value to the pride. If the lion is taken out, the pride is scattered. The pride has to go look for another lion to come under its submission. Please understand this, what I'm about to say. Know your value. The lion understands its value. It knows its domain. It knows where it can go and where it cannot go. He knows who he can rumble with and who he cannot. Know your value. Men, I'm talking to you. Know your value. Sometimes you are with people who do not value the lamb that's inside of you, who always wants to stir up the lion inside of you. Men, be careful. Understand, you got to look and say, does this person trying to what? To stir my peace, to stir up the what? Lion inside of me so I can jump off and do something? Know your value. Your value as a man and as a woman is very important. When you, in the case of the Migos, and particularly Quavo and Offset, I understand that you, whatever was going on, because I don't know the circumstances, because they changing every hour and as the time goes. But there's certain people, if we were to look at it from a macro place, there's certain people and certain activities, everybody need to be checked. Everybody need to know what's I can't do anymore. I know it hurts you. I know you feel sad, but that was my dog. I grew up, I knew him since elementary. I can't hang with you, dog. I can't do it. You got to know your value. You are not that anymore. When you know your value, you become more aware of those who add to your value and those who take away from it. If they are taking away from your value, separation is inevitable. Y'all need to really get this. Let me pick this up right quick. What's going on? What's going on, Blackjack? Woo. This is good right here. Even a lion knows not to enter a space alone in an environment full of hyenas. And I don't know if anybody's seen the video. I wish I can pull the video up right now. The video where there's a lion being attacked by a group of hyenas. You know our favorite, our girlfriend right here. Hyenas. There's a okay, girl. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. I get you. I get you. Okay. All right. She's saying a lot today. There is a video of what's going on, Trav? There is a video of a lion that is being attacked by a group of hyenas. And in the midst of the lion getting attacked by the group of hyenas, the lion is trying to fend off the hyenas, but the hyenas keep nipping at him, and they keep nipping at his tail, nipping at his mane, and they nipping at him. And he roars, he makes a roar, and you hear him roar. But then something happens. Even though he was down, and it looked like the hyenas got him pinned down, they were about to have some lion steak. He roars out again, and a group of lions and lioness came out and chased the hyenas away. You need to catch what I'm getting at this visual right here. You need to know your environment, especially in this situation that happened in Houston, because everybody ain't happy that you decided to be a lion, and that you decided to have your own, and you decided to go to the next level. The goal is to disturb your peace, but the goal is to destroy or to delete you. In this example, the hyenas have one objective. They're gonna gang up on you. They want to take you out. But the lion said, no. Let me give a call out. Yo. Hey. Send my boys. Send my girls. Call for the lions and the other lioness to come in and to actually help this lion out. You got to understand, once your value goes up, you cannot entertain and be with certain people. Do you please? I wish people would understand like this. You cannot be with certain people. I know they're your boys. I know they got you. They had you down like 10 toes. But they 10 toes is involved in something that you can't be involved in anymore. I understand that you know, hey, I'm cool with you. But the fear of a masculine planet, and I'm going to say this, the real fear is for the masculine energy to be what? Deleted. This young man Takeoff is no longer here. His rhymes, his flow, his energy, his humbleness, his staying in the cut, this being who he is gone. Everyone who said something about it had the same word. He was quiet. He kept to himself. He didn't do all that extra stuff. He was what? To himself. I got a friend that's blood. We've been cool since 1994, but had to recently go. I couldn't conjugate around jackals and hyenas, right? You got to know this. Think about it. Let me say it again, this so y'all understand this metaphorically way. You got to think about it. Are they after the lamb that's inside of me? Are they trying to turn me into lamb chop? Are they trying to put butter on me, some rosemary? Then after you turn it on the other side, they're trying to cook you up real good. The lion inside of you should rise up and say, nah, bro, I ain't gonna be able to do it. The fear of the masculine planet is this. It's for the men to never tap into the lion that's inside of them, nor the lamb that's inside of them. It bothered me here, waking up early in the morning and finding out that this young man was deleted, and the circumstances that are still pending and still going on. It made me retrospect on my sons, people I know, things. It made me really think about, be aware of what's going on around you at all times. I told somebody last night, my head is always on a swivel. I don't care. My head is always on a swivel. I'm always watching. I'm seeing what color socks you got on. I'm seeing if you have a watch on or not. I'm always watching. I'm watching if you got one braid that's out of place or whatever the case may be. I'm watching. Not that I'm scared, not that I'm afraid, not that I'm looking for anything, but I'm always watching because I value myself. Learning how to respond inside of an emotional reaction has a lot to do with two on Quavo's end. Yep. See, I ain't want to say nothing. Who was the smart one in all of this? And this is no shot. Where was Offset? Somebody tell me where was Offset? Somebody in the chat room tell me where was Offset. Somebody in the chat room tell me where was Offset. Can somebody in the chat room tell me where was Offset when all this was happening? And I want you to catch something. Someone tell me where was Offset? They used to tell us count down backwards from 10 before responding when emotional. Right. Somebody tell me where Offset was. Offset was still beefing with Quavo. I want you to get this. I want you to get this. Your answers are coming up. He left alone for whatever reason. He's left alone for him. I thought the group kicked Offset out of. I thought they kicked Offset out the group. I want you to catch this. The answer is right there. With his wife, Carl. I want you to catch this. From the Sweetie situation. Dun, 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 dun. I want you to look at the answers. I'm going to read these answers again. I asked a very good question. Where was Offset? Offset was beefing with Quavo. Put a marker right there. He left them alone for whatever reason. Good. I thought they kicked him out of the group. Pay attention. With his wife, Carly B. Pay attention. Quavo is the center of the group's problem. This is no indictment on anybody. I don't know these brothers. I don't know anything who they're associated with. I want you to, I want you to really pay attention to this. I want you to really pay attention to what the answers that you gave. What's going on, Annalena? What's going on? Good to see you. I want you to really pay attention for what I'm saying. If Offset was not there and you guys said he was with his wife, Carly B, what is that telling you? Annalena, yep. Annalena, what's going on, Annalena? She is the rich. She is. What is that? What is this telling you? What is the handwriting on the wall really telling you? I want you to get what Blackjack said. Quavo is the center of the group's problem. Even though they kicked him out of the group, Offset, Takeoff stayed with his uncle. Why? You guys are getting it. You guys are answering the questions right in the chat room. Yahoo, they didn't get timed out. They got blocked. Yeah. I want you to really get this. What we're saying here, Offset outgrew the streets. Something fishy underneath the surface. He was in a place of distress. Offset done moved on from the thuggish. He's a family man now. Either way, we know that they're hurting. That's family at the end of the day. The situation mess up all around. It's messing around. But I want you to catch this right here, what Yahoo said. Offset's done moved on from that. You gotta understand as you evolve as a lion and as a lamb, that you need to realize when the gig is up. When certain places you cannot go, certain things you cannot go. Family, save your damn life. Family, he put his family in there. You gotta. These are just care. I don't want. This is just. We're just talking here. There's no indictment against none. I don't know all these brothers at all. I know Bad and Bougie. I know that song and another one, some other song they got. But I want you to really think about this in retrospect because it's live in your face right now. Leaders recognize their situation first and avoid them problems that's being solved. You got to understand Offset, what's going on, Sandra? Offset understood where his value was. Not saying that Takeoff did not. Not saying that Quavo did not. But I want you to give the scenario, the picture that you guys are painting. I didn't paint this picture. I'm just providing a canvas for you to give me the information about what's going on. When you look at the situation, you got to realize, you got to understand what's going on, Renee. Good to see you. Yeah, designed for us to be family. There's power in pride, tribe, and family. Yes, it is. I want you to really get this. The fear of the masculine planet is to delete the masculine energy in the planet. You go after the lion and you kill the lamb inside of the man. Offset understood, whatever the reason, the situation, I don't know, y'all said it, he's no longer with the group. Quavo and Takeoff decided that, hey, we're going to stick together and make this happen. What you got to understand is some things you're going to have to let go, even if it comes down to your own family. Even to your own family. We're going to talk about what Blackjack said because it's very, I'm telling you, you got to understand this. Why do they have to stay in the same flock of people who are going nowhere? Oh my God, it's hard for them to level that he's gone. He got to. Yep. Quavo did not, I stand on that. His fake security homeboys with no trading calls, he was challenged in the boxing jokingly. What did I say? And this is no indictment on him. What did I say about the modern man? And I said it yesterday, something I seen yesterday. These dudes they allow anybody to play with their peace, their lamb. They allow anybody to get them emotionally stirred up. I told my sons this, and I'm going to say it here. You might want to put this in the chat room. Anyone who makes you angry controls you. Please put that in the chat room. Anyone who makes you angry controls you. Anyone who gets you upset and gets you in your feelings controls you. They have figured out what will make you get out of your place. In the teaching, what we're talking about, anyone who will what? Get your lamb stirred up. Thank you, Sandra. Anyone who will cause the lamb inside of you to get stirred up, to get all flustered, what they would do is activate the lion inside of you without directions and do things that you would not normally do. Don't anyone who makes you angry controls you. They have taken the lion inside of you and they have put it on a chain, and anytime they yoke it, they control you. In his feelings, the lamb inside of him was not at peace. These are just examples. I want you to understand that. Anyone who gets you out of pocket controls you. I'm watching on these YouTube streets. Anybody who makes you mad controls you. Your shirt makes what does this shirt say? Thank you, sir. Your shirt makes perfect sense, Lord. They need to see it. They needed to see it. What did Pawpaw say? Let me get what Pawpaw said. Pawpaw said what? Don't get mad, just leave. He used to say, please, don't get mad, just leave. Please don't get mad, just leave. Hunting parties, uncivilized in the world, disguised as civilization. The forbidden fruit was an apple, but the flesh. When hunting parties started, acts with them with secret society and come to the secret society. You got to understand this. The goal is the goal is to get you in your feelings Men and women. Oh my God. You know I'm gonna bring up. Get you in your feelings. Get you in your feelings. And the lion inside of you is gonna get stirred up. And then guess what you're gonna do? Do something you wasn't supposed to do because you're not in peace. You're not at peace. I promise you, if we take the learning lessons, even with the situation that happened in Houston, this is no pointing no fingers at the brothers or what situation. This is learning lessons. Real man, the thinking class, people learn. These are learning lessons. What we need to learn from this. And if you really take it to the next level, you realize in that theater that took place in Houston, we could have played any part in that. That's why it's so important that the lion and the lamb become one, or they become at peace with each other, that they don't try to destroy each other, that they understand the value that they have. When you understand the value of the lamb inside of you, when you understand the value of the lion inside of you, you realize certain places, certain people, certain situations you don't even deal with. I promise you, I lived that life. There's certain places I do not, you ain't gonna catch me. I flow through. And I'm gonna give you a live example. About 2 months ago, I'm thinking August. Was it? Yeah, August. No, September, Labor Day weekend. I went down to the spot. They were having an out open air. Everybody was out there hanging out and things like that. I made sure that I dressed down. I ain't dressed like I normally dress. I dressed down and I was out there shaking hands, seeing people I haven't seen in a minute. It was cool. I walked around because it was out in the street, out on Euclid. Those from Cleveland know what it is on Euclid in East Cleveland. Walked around, shook hands. I see people I knew, I thought I knew, whatever the case may be, got the rap. Some said to me, LDA, get in your car and leave. I said, why do I need to leave? LDA, get in your car and leave. I said, no, I want to. I walked around one more time. I got in my car and I drove. It was so crowded, I had to drive around up the street, back down the street. And then finally, I just drove down Euclid back down to wherever I live at. I wake up in the morning. To news that where I was standing at, someone was shot and killed. Where I was standing at, and I was talking to a dude I know. He was right there. We were talking and rapping about, old times. Right there, somebody was shot and killed with all the police around. Baby, I said, I'm cured. You don't got to worry about me going out ever again. You gonna ever see me? You'll be, hey, how you doing? And I'm gone. I got cured. I got healed immediately from that. I don't need to go back to another event like that ever. Unless it's in the daytime, I can see everybody, and even then, I'm gonna be there for a second and I'm gone. If I do that, I got immediately cured. Cured. Do you hear me? If you play in the pit, you get burned. Yep. Street eating flesh. God requires blood and flesh sacrifice before God. So you got to understand this. The fear of the masculine planet. The fear of the masculine planet is the fear for men to be in balance, as Blackjack is explaining in the chat. It's for Mother Nature or nature to get back in balance first inside of the man. The planet that I'm talking about is not the actual planet. I'm talking about your personal planet, you as the earth. You must become in one. You must allow God to says, and allow God to say, and he separated the firmament from the firmament, and he separated. You must determine that. It's the fear of a masculine planet is the fear that if you ever tapped in and become one with the lamb and the lion, I won't be able to control you. Don't forget, get your spot. Friday night webinar, $25. Come in. And we out of here. Peace. Tomorrow, it's the deadline. 20. You out of here. Run the music back. Every. Some places you just can't go anymore. Some people you cannot visit anymore. You just can't do it anymore. You just can't go. It's okay. You just can't go anymore. You just can't do it. Tell them you'll send a postcard. Tell them you'll email them. Tell them you can FaceTime me. But I ain't gonna be able to see you no more. Cars you just can't get in. Tell them I'm cool, bro. I'm good. Oh, let me say this. And some women you just can't deal with anymore. Some of y'all need to look. Y'all better examine who the women you with. Y'all chasing the kitty cat and you don't realize that kitty cat. I'm just trying to help somebody. Love and peace. Rest in peace. Take off. Peace to the family.